West Shore Home High School Hoops presented by Air Experts Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. It is a NAC 6 showdown with the regular season title on the line. Regular season finale from Millbrook High School in Raleigh, North Carolina. The Millbrook Wildcats welcome in the Knights of Knightdale. Hi once again, everybody, and welcome to the regular season finale. Patrick Keeter, Shea Sohnhalter, and Jay. Big one tonight to be the capstone of our regular season. You have Knightdale, a couple of losses in the conference. Millbrook at the top of the standings, but Knightdale has beaten Millbrook head-to-head. They win again tonight on the road. They win the outright championship in the next 6.
Yeah, this game is going to be huge tonight. Conference championship on the line, and these two teams are going to be able to make deep playoff runs because of the talent. We saw that in their previous matchup. Each side went at it, went down to a buzzer beater. Knightdale got the victory on their home court. You can tell Millbrook wants redemption here tonight on senior night on their home court.
Yeah, that game was in late January. Millbrook actually had about an 8-point lead in the second half. Chipped away, did the Knights, came back and stole the win. All right, Jay, let's get to the star players. There are a lot of them on the floor tonight. Who are we watching?
Well, for Knightdale, Jason Dickerson averages over 12 points per game. He's committed to East Carolina for football. An outstanding player out on the football field, but here on the basketball court, he starred this year. Over 12 points, like I stated. Great shooter from the outside. He's the leader. Now, he comes off the bench. He kind of gets a feel for the game and then comes in and really provides a burst. He's a ball handler, and he had a huge game their last matchup.
Then you're talking about the Millbrook Wildcats, and this is a guy who not only is the best player maybe in the area, one of the top players in the country, 6'7" post with another year to go.
Yeah, Cole Langdon, he's dominant, one of the best in the country. He's been on visits everywhere, has offers from ACC, SEC, Big Ten, you name it. He's dominant from the outside. He averages 28 points per game, almost 10 boards. He's been a star since his freshman year. He's expanded his range this year. He can take you off the dribble. He can get all the way to the hoop. And on the defensive end, he creates problems with his length.
And the 6'7" junior will not start for the first time in his career because it is senior night tonight for the Millbrook Wildcats. Now let's get to the keys to tonight's ball game. What are the keys for Knightdale to try and sweep the season series and win the conference?
Well, the number one game plan is slowing down Langdon. They've got to find a way to get the ball out of his hands, and Knightdale has to make shots, take good shots, be efficient, and shoot the ball well from the outside. And for Millbrook, they excel in transition. They want to get out on the run and get to the hoop, get the ball quickly up the floor, and put pressure on Knightdale. And then the toughest team is going to win this game. Who's going to be scrappier? Who's going to hit the boards? Who's going to play better defense? That's been a focus area for the Wildcats.
All right, so that is the scene set on senior night from Millbrook High School. Cole Langdon averaging 27 points and 10 rebounds. One of the top players in the state tries to lead Millbrook to the NAC 6 regular season title. The Knightdale Knights, the Millbrook Wildcats sell out from Raleigh. Tip-off coming up next. Back on the campus of Millbrook High School in Raleigh for the regular season finale of West Shore Home High School Hoops presented by Air Experts Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. Knightdale and Millbrook. Patrick Keeter, Shea Sohnhalter back with you. You can feel the energy. It is thick as thieves tonight, and a lot on the line, Jay. Thanks for that Knightdale win. Their first win over Millbrook in 12 years. If they do it again, they will be the top seed in the NAC 6 tournament coming up, and they'll be crowned the champions of the conference.
Yeah, two of the best teams and one of the best conferences in the state. And Cole Langdon, as he warms up, he's been a star since his freshman year. He's been in big games. This Millbrook team played in the John Wall tournament, played down in Georgia over the holidays. They've had a really tough schedule this year to prepare them for this time of year. End of the conference schedule, conference tournament, state playoffs. They're ready for this moment, and I know Knightdale, they know it's going to be a challenge here coming on the home court of Millbrook, but they've got confidence from their victory here recently.
Yeah, for Cole Langdon, you mentioned the John Wall tournament. That's the big tournament here in Raleigh over the Christmas time. He was actually a ball kid at the John Wall Invitational when he was a little kid. He's not a little kid anymore. 6'7" junior, and as you mentioned in the open, so much visibility, a lot of eyes across Major D1 basketball eyeing him. He is yet to commit.
Yeah, he's got all the potential and the skills that you want. Versatile, can handle it. Talk about shooting from the outside. He's a marksman from beyond the three-point line. It's all the little things he does, the leadership. Christopher Davis, Millbrook's outstanding head coach, just loves him, his game, what he brings to the table, and the leadership that he provides. And there's Christopher Davis. We know him very well. What an outstanding coach in person.
You go back 3 years, an undefeated state championship campaign in 2021. Jay, their last 3 games in the regional semifinal, the regional final, and the state championship against Ardrey Kell all went to overtime. Millbrook raised the banner as state champions.
Yeah, well deserved, and what a playoff run that was, and winning all those close ball games. He's the leader. He is Millbrook, and that was such a huge accomplishment for this school, and I know he wants the same result for this year's team, and he's got a talented group that's going to have an opportunity here into March and February.
It's a Millbrook team that has made the state playoffs every year since 1997. They're 15-7, 8-1 in league play. Well, a team that has not made the playoffs every year since 97. As a matter of fact, they've had 3 straight losing seasons, and then they made a coaching change and brought in Antonio Watson before this year began. Jay, they've gone from 4 wins to 7 wins to 10. Then the coaching changed 17-6 in Antonio's first year. How did he make it happen?
Well, he's such a great communicator. He loves his players, and they're a disciplined team. And he was a JV coach, now varsity coach, and he's really injected this program with enthusiasm. He played at Knightdale, and it means a lot for him to be able to coach his school, and the players play so hard for him.
That is such a big element for him, and we see it a lot in the area. When you come back to the hallways, to the gymnasium where you played as an athlete, and you're very young as Antonio Watson is, I mean, it is meaningful. You can really connect with your players and take them back to where you were when you led this program years ago. So it is Knightdale and Millbrook tonight. Again, this is the regular season finale. Millbrook has won its last 5 straight. And again, the Wildcats' only conference loss came in late January to this Knightdale squad. The Knights, though, 7-2 in conference play. They lost a 17-point decision to Wakefield. Wakefield tied for second in league play. And then a 3-point loss against Heritage. They've had some stumbles against teams below them in the league, and Millbrook's only speed bump was the loss to Knightdale. Packed crowd. OT women's basketball game ended about 20 minutes ago. That's where we're tipping off just a little bit later. It's senior night as well. And now we will send it to the public address announcer here at Millbrook High School for the introduction of the colors and tonight's national anthem.
The Knightdale Knights and your Millbrook Wildcats. Now, everyone, please rise if able, and please remove your hats to honor America and those who support our freedom at home and abroad. Tonight, the color guards are presented by the Millbrook High School Army Junior ROTC Color Guard under the direction of Lieutenant Colonel David Baker, First Sergeant Pablo Colon Del Moral. Tonight's cadets, Staff Sergeant Hernandez, Lieutenant Colonel Ortiz, Major Vandermeer, and Major Halifax.
Jay, even about a 30-minute delay has not slowed down the energy and enthusiasm of the crowd that sits behind us as they walk the colors off of the floor. And let's get to tonight's starting lineups. There is a look at the Knightdale Knights. Pretty balanced attack for Knightdale. Jason Dickerson and Isaiah Green averaging about 11 a game. Where does their offense come from?
Well, it comes from Isaiah Green and Jason Dickerson off the bench. They'll come in here quickly into this ball game, but this is a really good group with Williams, Green, Sanders, Adams, and Taylor. And a group that does a nice job on the boards, Patrick, and they're going to have to be physical, and for them, they're going to really try to spread things out in their half-court offense.
They start 3 seniors and 2 juniors. Lineup is presented by West Shore Home, bringing happiness to every home. And now for the Millbrook Wildcats, 8-1 in NAC 6 play, 15-7 overall. On their way to the playoffs again. Have not missed it since 1996. And by many accounts, the #1 strength of schedule of any team in the state. And let's get to the starting 5 for Christopher Davis, presented by West Shore Home, bringing happiness to every home.
Starting off with Jacob Lawton. He's the point guard, the leader. He'll play in college. Blake Bartney, the scholar athlete, such a hard worker, defender. Tyree Heredia, great rebounder, going to get buckets off the glass. Jaden Whitaker, tough, hard-nosed senior. All 5 seniors started tonight, and Alex Olander, he's committed to Elon for football. And what a job he's done, 15 points per game. Great senior year, and he can fly, get up and down the court, shoot it from the outside, and he's a big piece of this program. The production that he's provided, also Patrick, an outstanding defender.
Christopher Davis, 141 wins, only 43 losses as he wraps up his 7th year on the sidelines of Millbrook. And again, Colt Langdon, not only the leading scorer on this Millbrook team, he is the school's all-time leading scorer. Just broke that a couple of weeks ago. He will come off of the bench. He is a junior, and this is senior night, so he will allow Jaden Whitaker, a 5'11 senior who averages 1 point a game, a chance to get into the starting lineup in his final home game. Here we go. Millbrook in the home white, Knightdale in traveling gold and black. And the first possession of the game will belong to the Knightdale Knights. Knights are 17-6, 7-2 in conference play. They were 10-15 a year ago. They already have pinned the only conference loss on Millbrook this season. Matt Wolf is our lead referee tonight. It's the clock set where it needs to be after the opening tip went out of bounds. And here we go. This is Jaden Williams, the 5'8 senior. He will run the controls for the Knights offense. Khalil Sanders shifts it up top to Taylor. And that's Isaiah Green, number 3, one of their top scorers. Out front it comes to Taylor, pump fake from 3. Opening possession of the Knights. And a patient set for Knightdale.
And Knightdale really does their best work. The ball movement and staying patient. You see the spacing here on this first possession.
Taylor drives in, nice pass to defenders, and he will head to the foul line.
And Time Taylor has had a big year, averaging 7 points per game along with 6 boards. He was an all-conference performer last year, and that quick first step allows him to beat the defender to get to the line.
Foul charge against Kyrie Heredia for Millbrook. And at the line is Taylor. First possession, over 30 seconds for the Knightdale Knights. And that's what it will take to control the tempo for this Knightdale Knights on the road to slow down the offense for Millbrook.
Well, and taking their time on offense, and then the key for them is getting back quickly in transition defense.
1 of 2 for Taylor from the NC 529 free throw line. Now the question for the Millbrook Wildcats, how long will they go with Colt Langdon on the bench here on senior night, giving Whitaker a chance to get at least an offensive touch here. Whitaker wearing number 20. And they will get it now in Whitaker's hands.
And Knightdale coming out of a 2-3 zone, different look here.
They play to the top of the lane. Turnaround jumper is missed by Olander, and the rebound to Knightdale. And here come the Knights up the floor. Quickly into the half court. Spot up 3 on the way by Williams is good. The first 4 of the game belong to Knightdale.
But on the road, you want to be aggressive. And Knightdale coming out Knocked down a couple free throws. Good shot from the outside.
Pass to the interior, tipped away nicely by Taylor, and here comes Knightdale looking down the floor with Isaiah Green for three. A little bit short. And the rebound tip strong side. I think that was Isaiah Green trying to chase down the loose ball that commits the first Knightdale foul of the game.
Now Green plays so hard on the defensive end. Second leading scorer, 11 points per game, but the leader in the 4A East with 4 steals per game. Really good job creating turnovers for his team.
And Colt Langdon's number has been called. He will check in next dead ball. First 4 points of the game to Knightdale. Number 10 is Jacob Lawton. He's the real heart and soul of this Millbrook team. They dump it to the interior. Quickly kick out into the corner. Heredia will try to reset. On the block, nothing. Faking his Olander. Got in the rim and scores. And Millbrook on the board.
A great take there, and Olander powering his way through. Quick spin move. Nice job finishing at the rim.
Taylor, nice move, cutting across from the sideline. Got to the foul line unabated and knocks down the jumper. 6-2, Knightdale. This is Jaden Whitaker. All the way around the perimeter from one side to the other. The basketball oscillates for the Wildcats. Trying to figure out the soft portion of this 2-3 zone, extended a bit. Bartney for three offline. Rebound tip, grabbed by Millbrook. Pump fake on the inside, and a soft little layup is in from Olander. Nice pump fake, got 2 defenders in the air, cleared some space, and we get a turnover on Knightdale.
Well, and Christopher Davis talked about the toughness going into tonight's game as Colt Langdon enters here. And Olander crashing the boards, and a nice job, you said it, with that head fake to get the defenders up in the air in the second bucket of the game.
So Jaden Whitaker will sit, and Colt Langdon is now in 2 minutes and 34 seconds into the opening quarter. Nice gesture to surrender his starting role for Whitaker. Here's Olander. Spins at the elbow. Ball knocked loose. He regathers. And Langdon waiting for his first touch on the opposite side of the floor.
Knightdale will have to extend their pressure on Langdon with his range.
Olander, wing drive, challenged by 2 defenders. Lost it on the way up. Sanders the takeaway. 2-point lead for Knightdale. Williams, little stop and pop. 5 early points for Jaden Williams.
Nice job by Williams, not driving all the way in, recognizing, hey, the defense is sagging off, no one's stopping ball. I'll take it right into the paint.
Here's Langdon. This is his first 3 of the night. Trying to get it in early of the rhythm. Down the floor, Isaiah Green. Didn't have the numbers. And now Williams, how about this mismatch? Williams draws the 6'7" Langdon on the perimeter. He'll fire a 24-footer. Rim and short. And the rebound back time is swatted to sideline, saved by Knightdale. And then off of the fingertips of Bartney will stay with the Knights.
And the pace of this game right now, much slower, methodical. Both teams kind of feeling each other out.
Now offensively, it's going to be Isaiah Green matched up against Langdon. Knightdale basketball up 4 early on the road. Down the paint goes Taylor and a trapper. Second turnover on the Knights.
In the last ball game, 64-61, so in the 60s. But Millbrook, they average 73 points per game, where Knightdale right around 60. So it'll be interesting to see where this ends up and which team can instill the pace they want.
Millbrook has been 80+ in its last 5 games, all wins. They're at about 32-point pace so far, and they turn it over. Adams the takeaway. Now Williams into the half court for Knightdale. And this is the kind of tempo that the Knights want, especially when you're on the road. Isaiah Green from deep, off the heel. And 3 white shirts head to the rebound on the sideline. Jacob Lawton brings it ahead.
Now, Millbrook's defense is forcing long 3-pointers for Knightdale. Those are tough shots when you're that deep.
Here's Heredia, fadeaway, a little short. Knightdale rebound. The Wildcats not finding the range offensively yet. Green, hard across the lane, whisk and spin. It's knocked down. He will head to the foul line for the Knightdale Knights. They look on an early mission. They're playing composed basketball through the first 4+ minutes of this opening quarter. A road lead for the Knightdale Knights on top of Millbrook, 8-4. 4 lead for Knightdale. Millbrook at home trying to wrap up yet another NAC 6 title. Team got to the third round of the postseason last year and knocked out Christopher Davis. A battle-tested squad this year. They have played Myers Park. They have played Richmond. They have played New Hanover. They're built for the postseason. They're trying to wrap up a conference title here tonight as Knightdale has Isaiah Green at the free throw line.
Well, I love how Christopher Davis and Millbrook, they challenge themselves out of conference. They want to play against teams out of state, top teams in North Carolina to get ready for this moment. They're a team that is so talented. They just get better month by month.
9-4 Knightdale, biggest lead of this opening quarter. Still the 2-3, but they are really extended on the outside with Williams and Green at the top of this 2-3 zone. Lott, he'll fire away. That might have been deflected by Green, taken down by Knightdale. I mean, they're quick on the perimeter, and they have some length. Fingertip on that one by Isaiah Green. Here's Green out of the corner against Lawton. Slowed him down. And so far, no Jason Dickerson yet for the Knights. He scored 20 off of the bench in their win over Millbrook about a month ago. Long three by Green. Leads to a long rebound and tipped into the hands of Olander. .220 for the opening quarter. Langdon jumps into the foul line. Olander faking, bowling his way home. Too strong off glass. Taylor the rebound. And Knightdale will run when they get the opportunity. Now Taylor will set things up.
Millbrook, nice job getting back, forcing Knightdale to pull the ball back out.
Screen roll is deflected out of bounds. Last touch by the Wildcats. It goes Blake Bartney who tipped it out.
Number 33, Josh Conti, entering the game for the Wildcats.
Josh Conti, a 6'7" freshman, enters the game, and Millbrook really excited about his potential and what he's going to be able to do in the program.
Here's Taylor, sprints to the elbow, gives it back strong side to Williams, dumps it inside. Sanders driving in, hanging, banks it. It's an offensive foul.
Offensive foul on Knightdale's number 3, Isaiah Green, his second.
Second foul on Isaiah Green. That's an important one.
Jeremiah Bates, one of the top defenders on the team. The drive comes in, gives up his body. Excellent job to get the turnover.
So Green does depart, and now we do see Jason Dickerson on the floor for the Knightdale Knights. Where's number 1? He's averaging about 11 points a game, coming off the bench. Boy, just some elevation by Dickerson. Could not block the three. Hammered down by Jacob Lawton. Brought to you by the U.S. Navy, America's Navy, forged by the sea.
Beautiful shot and Lawton, unlimited range. Dickerson comes in, fills it up.
He's got some leads. Dickerson nails a three.
Todd's in the open. He's going to East Carolina to play football. What a job. What a player he is on the basketball court.
12-7 Knightdale, final minute opening quarter. Barney, the quick turnaround, in and out. Crashing the glass, and the ball's ripped away by Adams, taken back by Millbrook. And a tie-up. Arrow stays with the Wildcats.
A heck of a job from Langdon, just crashing the board, being relentless in reading the ball off the rim. See as this ball shot from the outside. Bartney puts it up. Langdon comes in the opposite end. He's just out hustling his opponent there to get the jump ball.
Moravia and Olander back in for Millbrook. 12-7 Knightdale lead. For the pace, the Templars are lob to the rim, looking for Langdon. He was bumped as he grabbed that pass near the rim. Foul goes on Knightdale. There's that long diagonal, well-designed play right there. Perfect pass.
Yeah, Kyle Taylor bodied up there and gets the foul called. Otherwise, this would have been a reverse dunk from Langdon.
Foul on Taylor. Here's Langdon in the paint. Shot blocked from behind, but a whistle. And that should send Langdon to the free throw line. Two quick ones on Taylor. And he will come out of the game as Adewome comes in for Knightdale. He'll come in after this first free throw from Langdon at the NC 529 foul line. Never too late or too early to start saving for education. 12-8 the lead for Knightdale. One more coming for Cole Langdon.
Just going in for the Wildcats.
And Jay, coming out of that first game, the win for Knightdale over Millbrook, what did they do to curtail the big numbers from Langdon?
Well, the big thing was just playing excellent defense on him, communicating and trying to get the ball out of his hands, pressuring him and limiting his touches.
Langdon's first 2 points, 3-point lead for the Knightdale Lions. Here's Dickerson rising again, and Jason Dickerson, a pair of threes within his first 2 minutes on the floor.
Not only does he have a beautiful shot, his vertical jump though. Olander right back.
And the counter by Olander. 15-12, Knights lead. Final 20 seconds. Knights want the last shot. They spread the floor. Williams out near midcourt. Sanders comes out to screen for him. Looking for Dickerson, not there. 7 seconds. And that was not tipped. And Adewumi's shot. Then it's going the other way. Millbrook basketball, 5 seconds to go. They trail this entire quarter, down by just 3.
Plenty of time here with how quick Lawton is.
And here is Lawton, full head of steam, brings it ahead, the quick pass. Here's it, Conte 3, a little strong. And that will take us to the end of the opening quarter. Settle in. This is the regular season finale for the NAC 6 title, and it's going to be a beauty. The Knightdale Knights with a 15-12 lead on Millbrook after 1. Major senior night presentation in between the women's game and this boys game. Celebrating the senior on the men's squad, all the seniors on the women's squad, senior on the cheerleading team, as they honor their contributions to the school, to the programs, and hoping for a Millbrook win here to close out a conference title. Knightdale up 3 after 1. Now a little trap out front. There's a takeaway. Here's Bowen in the hole. He'll lay it in. And the Wildcats within 1. First time we've seen the press in half court.
Joshua Bowen, the quickness there, getting the turnover, and Millbrook turning up the heat.
Here's Williams carving through. Tip a little bit short. Offensive board again by Sanders. Fires out front. That 3 a little long from Green. And the Wildcats looking for their first lead. A little nudge down by Jason Dickerson. And got caught in the cookie jar, tried to yank it back. He said, I didn't touch him. Foul number 1 on Dickerson.
Antonio Watson, what a job he's done. Year 1, he was the JV head coach, but first year, the varsity head coach, come in, instill the winning culture. And his team playing so well, hot at the right time.
Olander, hard drive, kicks corner. 15-14, Knightdale. Deflected pass, it'll stay with Millbrook.
Knightdale's very active in this zone defense, communicating, jumping in passing lanes. Nice job knocking the ball loose.
Spot throw in for Olander all the way in the backcourt to Jacob Lawton. Lawton made 1 of 2 Millbrook threes in that opening quarter. Langdon, quick feed, touch to the short corner, back to Olander, faking, double team came, and he got fouled. He was bracketed by Adams and Sanders, and a foul is charged against Khalil Sanders, his first.
This zone defense is so important to get the ball in the middle. Dribble penetrate, get the ball in the middle, try to break loose, and it's already getting the ball to Olander, and then getting to the line. Such a physical player. Got a good start to this game.
One more coming from the NC 529 free throw line. A reminder, it's never too late or too early to start saving for education. 1 more for Olander. And that is his 8th point of the night. So we are tied. Millbrook trailed by as many as 5. Wildcats have not yet led. Around the perimeter, Adams, and throws it away. Good closing defense by Millbrook. On the ball, really credit Olander for forcing that bad pass. Heredia back in, replacing Katai. So Wildcats aim for their first lead here. I mean, the pieces are in play really for both of these teams to make a deep postseason run. Because they both have that star power. Spinning, nearly losing. Bartney, fadeaway, little long. Sanders another board. And here's Dickerson. And he is quick, and he has elevation. Serious elevation for Jason Dickerson. 3 3-pointers already off the bench, and that was off balance, fading away.
He's amazing. I mean, coming into the ball game, just lighting it up, on fire.
Langdon with the counter.
All right, here we go. Here we go.
I'm feeling this game just hit fourth gear.
Yeah, it's turned up a notch.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure why Dickerson is not starting for this Knightdale team. Here's a long one. Misfire. Offensive rebound saved, though, by Knightdale. They kick it back out to Williams. They watch number 1 in black and gold. Running the baseline, comes up a little tunnel screen. Dickerson gets it back, whips it high, caught a fingertip, and then the underside of the rim, and it's a turnover by Knightdale.
Well, when Knightdale has the ball, watch that matchup with Dickerson and Lawton, those two. Just chasing, or Lawton chasing Dickerson around the floor. It's fun to watch those two go at it.
We've seen a lot of high school games the last couple of years. He is as electric of a player as I've seen. I mean, he really is a difference maker. Langdon again for 3. Off the heel, long rebound, retrieved by Dickerson. Got away with a walk inside midcourt. Game tied 18-18. Here's Adams, left corner 3. No. Good box out on the inside. Olener, long down court pass, overshoots Langdon. Not sure that's the pass. You like the idea of looking down the floor, but the pass was released before he realized that there really wasn't a lane to make it.
Well, great box out there, but Millbrook, they're going to try to push the tempo, and they want to play fast. And Knightdale, I think, Patrick, so far, did a good job. They're not really crashing the boards, but they're getting back quickly in transition defense.
Meanwhile, Jason Dickerson, he's only 6 feet tall, but with that elevation he has, he plays about 6'4", 6'5". Adewumi. Basketball back in his hands. Williams from about 25, in and out. Lawton the rebound, fumbles it a bit, and spanks it ahead to Barton. Langdon. Looks one to Olener, wide open 3. Left side of the rim, a little rebound there by Sanders. He's been solid on the glass so far for the Knights. 18 all, almost midway through the second quarter. Adewumi looks to the block, nothing there. It's a tough shot. Off the heel, and there is that elevation again, this time on the inside by Dickerson. Well, Dickerson has done it from deep and retrieves an offensive rebound there and gives Knightdale the lead. He'll head to the free throw line. Look at the work on the baseline. 20-18, Knights on the road, lead by 2. Tonight's Scholar Athlete is brought to you by Tatum and Atkinson. Injured in a car wreck? Call the heavy hitters.
Not too many seats open. I don't see any space there.
There were very few open seats for the women's game that went to overtime.
None over there either.
The Wildcats have supported their basketball programs for years. High success rate on both sides. 20-18, Knightdale leading. And Jason Dickerson, he has been very, very impressive just as far as a raw, pure athlete on the floor tonight for Knightdale. 3 3-pointers already, and there's I take it back, 2 3-pointers and a routine 3-point play there to wrap things up. So 10 points off of the bench, and he's played about 7 minutes. 21-18, the lead for the Knights. Lawton on the reversal to Heredia. Battle for the rebound, loose, grabbed by Heredia. Nifty little bounce pass, and it's a little bit short. Can't really hear the whistle, but one was blown.
Millbrook's winning on the boards right now. See another offensive opportunity here on the glass results in a nice drive from Heredia, dishing it off to Olander.
2 fouls on Sanders, 2 fouls on Green. And Olander is only 1 of 3 from the line so far. Free throws presented by NC 529. Never too late or too early to start saving for education. And Iwumi is out. Back on the floor is Taylor. Taylor playing with a couple of fouls for Knightdale. So already the Knights have 3 players with 2 fouls apiece. So there's Whitaker back on the floor. Olander, Langdon still out there for the Wildcats. Down by 2. Here takeaway by the quick point guard Jake Lawton. Taylor against Langdon. Green to the short corner. Taylor around and off. And a good rebound again by Millbrook. This time Josh contact.
Nice job from Langdon closing out on that shot to make it difficult.
Millbrook is not yet led. Langdon draws a lot of attention, but he will tower over the front of his 2-3 zone. We've yet to really see him go inside at all. Lawton for the lead. And a nice save thrown toward midcourt. Lawton will grab it. And drew a lot of traffic. Second crack for the Wildcats.
A really good hustle from Whitaker. He went into the stands for that loose ball.
Along the foul line jumper. Lawton again retrieves. A third opportunity for Millbrook to tie or go ahead.
Knightdale's got to box out. These long shots result in potentially long rebounds, and right now the ball's bouncing to Millbrook.
Olander, ball fake foul line, kicks in the corner. A 3 on the way, short. And a foul on the release of that 3-pointer by Whitaker. And he is going to get 3 free throws. The foul against Dickerson, and Jay, that is his second foul. So 4 different Knights in this first half, 2 fouls apiece.
Yeah. Dickerson closed out here. Look at him just sky. I mean, look at his vertical jump.
He could have jumped over him, Jay.
That's, if not the best, one of the best athletes we've ever seen. He's amazing to watch so far here in this first half, and now with 2 fouls, I don't think you can take him off the court. And Tony Watson, trust him, and he'll stay on and resume play.
I mean, the apex of that leap, as far as the wingspan stretching out. What's that? 11, 12 feet off the floor.
The NFL Combine's coming up.
Let's take one more look, see how high he gets at his peak.
I mean, that's over 40 inches.
Yeah, that's at least 11 feet off the ground as far as that reach. Whitaker makes 1 of 3. And the rebound tonight here. I mean, that's next level.
Yeah. But as mentioned, NFL Combine coming up. I guarantee you, if he went to Indianapolis and tested out, he would post amazing numbers here as a high school senior.
21-20, Knightdale on top. Jaden Williams off the bounce, calls his own number, and bangs down his second 3 of the game. The U.S. Navy 3-pointer, America's Navy forged by the sea. Knights by 4.
Yeah, Williams has been playing so well in conference play, really coming on strong.
Olander and Langdon now on the same side of the floor. Lawton will survey, and they reverse. Quick feed to the foul line, Olander. Faking, patient move in the lane and drops it in softly with the right hand.
Yeah, he is so good when that double team comes with his head fakes, dribble drive, another opportunity for him in the paint.
A twisted fall away, soft touch, but it's popped out of there from Jaden Williams. And Millbrook basketball trailing by 2. Langdon, good look to the baseline. Bartney, what the feed, and Langdon circled all the way around and took the pass on the weak side and ties up the game.
Well, I love the give and go there, and Langdon being unselfish, double team coming over, dished it off, and then followed up there, slashing to the hoop.
And that's a big time perimeter pressure by Millbrook, but it is handled by Knightdale. Brandon Adams returns the lead to the Knights.
Adams, really athletic at 6'7" in the paint.
This is the area against this zone that Millbrook has been going to, that foul line area with Olander. Bartney gives it up, pass inside Olander, waited, defender sailed by. An easy layup for Olander, who has 13 first half points.
And 2 possessions in a row where Millbrook's getting the ball into the middle, getting into the teeth of that zone defense.
Last 45 seconds. There's pressure again on the perimeter. Down the lane, contact, and that goes in. And it's a blocking foul on Millbrook. Brandon Adams, couple of quick buckets for Knightdale.
He gets the ball down low. He is difficult to defend. Here comes a double team over Langdon and Lawton. It allows Adams a one-on-one opportunity, getting around the body, the contact to get to the line.
So at the line, Brandon Adams, 6'7" junior, averaging 5 points and 9 boards for Knightdale this year. Missed it. And the rebound cleared away by Millbrook. Stay tuned. The U.S. Army High School Hoops halftime report, first half highlights and more. The United States Army, be all you can be. Now that midsection, Barney throws to the corner. That one off the heel. Langdon had the rebound, knocked out his hands right to his teammates, and Olander kicks back out. Lawton for the lead. No. Strong side, big rebound by Knightdale's Taylor. 3-on-3. Nice crossover. Taylor readjusts and scores off the baseline and draws the foul on Millbrook.
Taylor read it all here. Get out on the fast break. Saw he had a one-on-one opportunity in size, and here he is bringing the ball up the court. All right, I'm crossover and take it in, and then here's the athleticism and the focus for the finish in the end one.
3-point play for Taylor. 10 seconds left in the first half. 5-point lead for Knightdale. Big take by Heredia, missed it. Rebound to Adams. Knightdale has time, but they lose the rebound. Olander feeds Langdon with 2 seconds to the hole, missed it. Tipped up and in, and it will count. At the horn, bucket counts. And it'll be a 3-point lead for the Knightdale Knights. You want athletes? You got athletes tonight here in Millbrook. A final second tip in, a 3-point lead for the Knightdale Knights. U.S. Army halftime show from Raleigh coming up next.
You're watching the U.S. Army High School Hoops Halftime Report. The United States Army, be all you can be. And now it's time for the Tatum and Atkinson Scholar Athlete of the Week.
Tatum and Atkinson is proud to present the WRDC Sports High School Hoops Tatum and Atkinson Scholar Athlete of the Week from Knightdale High School. The Tatum and Atkinson Scholar Athlete of the Week is Jason Dickerson. Jason is football all-conference, basketball all-conference honorable mention, and carries a 3.5 GPA. Jason is a 4-year academic all-conference and serves the community as a football camp mentor and a booster club volunteer. From Millbrook High School, the Tatum and Atkinson Scholar Athlete of the Week is Blake Bartney. Blake is a basketball team letter winner, a member of National Honor Society and National Achiever Society, and carries a 3.56 GPA. Blake gives back to the community by participating in holiday toy drives.
This All-Star is now entered for a $3,000 scholarship at the end of the season. Congratulations to our Tatum and Atkinson Scholar Athlete of the Week.
Tatum and Atkinson, injured in a wreck, call the heavy hitters.
You're watching the U.S. Army High School Hoops Halftime Report. The United States Army, be all you can be.
Welcome back to our U.S. Army Halftime Show. I'm Trisha Williamson, and I have Major Ashley Shepard with us. Thank you so much for being our halftime sponsor, Major.
Thank you for having me, Trisha. So I am a 35 series. I'm a 35 Alpha, which is a military intelligence officer. There's also the 35 series for enlisted as well.
How do you feel like the Army and that job has enhanced your life?
Well, I've been able to travel all over the world. Obviously, I've deployed on an intelligence-based mission, and I've also just met so many different people from so many different walks of life, and I've been to so many different countries, and so I've really been able to expand my horizons through the military.
When you go out and you're talking to these high school students, what do you say to them that would make them take that leap into the Army?
I really just try to ask them, what their next plans are, what they're interested in, and I try to show them that a life in the military can help enhance whatever their original plans are so that they can possibly see themselves as soldiers.
Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
We'll be back with more of our U.S. Army halftime show right after this.
You're watching the U.S. Army High School Hoops Halftime Report. The United States Army. Be all you can be.
Well, the top two teams in the next 6 battling for the conference regular season title tonight. If Knightdale wins, they sweep the season series and they claim it. If Millbrook wins it, they are the outright next 6 champions. 3-point game, Knightdale up 31-28. Jason Halter alongside Patrick Keenis. Let's get some first half highlights. You want to see good athletes, this is the right game to tune into.
Yeah, great highlights here that we're going to watch. Each team had their moments. Early on, Knightdale shot the ball very well from the outside of the NBA range. 3-pointers, they really picked their spots. They are aggressive to begin the ball game. And then Millbrook came back with Olander, getting the ball to him in the paint. He was really good at finding looks. He had a big first half, Patrick.
Got 13 of the 28 points for Millbrook belonged to Olander. Langdon had 7, but then all of a sudden off the bench, here came Jason Dickerson, and this is a show he put on against Millbrook last month.
Yeah, he just came in and lit it up from the outside, firing away from beyond the 3-point line. Instant energy, and he really brought a lot to his team. And then he was physical as well, got an offensive board, played good defense, and here, we talked about how high his vertical jump was. He got the foul call, but it was just amazing to watch this.
Some of you watching may have a credit card leap. Jason Dickerson has about 3,000 credit cards under his feet on that leap. Pretty amazing to watch as we get to some first half stats. 5 threes in the opening half for Knightdale, but the rebounding edge seemed a little bit more lopsided in Millbrook's favor in that first half.
Well, Millbrook really crashed the offensive glass, and they do have the +3 margin there. And then for them, only 3 turnovers, which is something they want to continue in the second half. And the 3-point shooting, though, for Knightdale, really good. 5 for 13, 4 for 6 from the line.
3 straight losing seasons for the Knightdale Knights. They're on the verge of a conference championship under Antonio Watson in his very first year. It takes a road win tonight on Millbrook. Knights are up by 3. They're halfway home. Ready for the second half. Knightdale and Millbrook. 31-28 Knightdale lead. Both teams are on the floor. Scoreboard, though, has just gone dark as we come out of the break, and that's what Matt Wolf, the official, notices, so we'll have a little bit of a delay. Scoreboard's down. They're panicking on the other side of the floor, rebooting the system. Matt was back. Really good memory processing unit on these scoreboards, right?
Yeah.
Shuts down, reboots, remembers the score. And here we go. Millbrook and Knightdale. Second half underway here from Millbrook High School. Millbrook has not led in this game, trailed by as many as 7. Olander, big first half. Goes to the opposite block, pump fake, and shot was blocked away, and Taylor the rebound for Knightdale. Tell you, Adams, Taylor, Sanders, they have done the blue-collar work. They've gotten on the glass, they've handled the pressure, and made enough shots. 4 different Knightdale players, though, 2 fouls apiece as the second half gets underway. And similar to that very first possession for Knightdale in the game, we're taking about 30 seconds off the clock here.
Just patient, moving the ball around the perimeter.
Isaiah Green, quick stop. Missed the long 2, and partly the rebound for Millbrook.
Well, and you mentioned the foul trouble for Knightdale. If I'm Millbrook, I am attacking and trying to get that 3rd foul on these guys.
That is online, little long from Lawton. Rebound back, tapped out toward midcourt. Bartney with the left hand, scoops it off the top of the glass, and picks up the foul on the Knightdale Knights.
Bartney recognized he had a lane. I like how he's physical going into the body to get to the line.
First foul on Brandon Adams. So Bartney at the foul line, yet to score. One of the seniors saluted before the game. 31-29. Jay, let's revisit the keys before the game. We're now just on the other side of halftime, how things played out so far.
And Christopher Davis wanted his team to get out into transition and talk about the toughness of his team. I thought Millbrook was very tough in the first half. And I think they're going to continue to look for ways to get out on the run, try to get easy buckets. It's a fast break.
Isaiah Green plays it to the mid-post. Dickerson again will come off the bench in this second half for the Knights, and that one swirls in out of the corner for Isaiah Green. U.S. Navy three-pointer, America's Navy forged by the sea.
And for Antonio Watson on the other side, wanted to slow down Langdon there as they get the turnover, but that was the focus area. Try to limit his touches and then make the outside shot, and they've been doing that.
Hard drive, right-handed scoop, a little bit short, felt some contact coming, but no foul on the drive by Williams. Knightdale the other way, and that one's blocked off in the glass by Adams. Diving for the loose ball, grabbed out of there by Millbrook, and now we're gonna get a whistle and a tie-up. Arrow the other way to Knightdale.
The effort for both teams, all-time high. These guys laying it all out there. Slotin goes in flying. There's the block. This ball's on the ground. Look at everybody dive in there, chasing the ball.
2 minutes gone by, third quarter. Knightdale still in front, 34-30. Williams had 8 points in the first half. Plays it out front to Green. Screened off Lawton, lost the handle, but fortunately right to Allens. Taylor to the block. Facing up, Sanders. The kick out, Williams. Crash in the glass was Adams. It's tipped out of bounds. It will stay with Knightdale. The effort by Adams kept that offensive rebound alive.
Well, the Knights there flying in, and that was Adams. I mean, just reading it off the rim, Patrick. They're getting his body in between the defender to get the foul.
Jay, that's what it takes to win tough road games in this league. On the base, a little hesitation move, no. Hit the rim a couple of times, impacted the timing of Sanders, and we're going to get a foul on Millbrook here, and Colt Langdon unhappy. The foul goes on his teammate Heredia. There were not a lot of offensive rebound bounties in that first half for Knightdale, with several on this possession, and it leads to that interior bucket by Sanders. 6-point lead now for the Knights.
Good job with the head fake from Sanders, getting the defender up, creating an easy hoop.
Barney to Olander, drew a lot of attention. Good leaping catch on the baseline. And a foul on Knightdale. Non-shooting foul, throwing him out of bounds. Olander lobs it to the point. Lawton hooks it back to Olander, and he'll drop it in. Perfectly executed design play on the baseline out of bounds.
Really nice play call there. Christopher Davis with the motion, and get the ball down to Olander, and he finishes again.
Knightdale basketball up by 4. Green off the bounce, misses a 3. Quick shot right there by the Knights. And here come the Wildcats down by 4. Again, they have not led all nights. Heredia. Baseline finds a little bit of room. Langdon. They bottle him up most of the night. Harassed, and Langdon gives the basketball up. Olander. Yes. 17 now for Olander. Millbrook within 2.
And all that pressure coming out on Langdon is allowed. Ball reverses, getting the ball in the paint. And nice job there, just catching it from Olander, immediately turning and putting it up.
Here's Taylor attacking on Langdon. Step back. This is a long 2. A long 2 from Adams.
He's playing well.
38-34. Knightdale in front of Millbrook halfway through the third quarter. Langdon sets the screen. Bartney hangs, lost it. Take away Green, looks down the floor to Taylor, steps through the baseline. There's Langdon with the big left-handed block. Lock the other way, pulls up, fires, and rims it in. Millbrook to within 2. And a timeout. (38-36) the lead for the Knightdale Knights. We said in the first half that it reached 4th gear. It's closing in on 5th with the NAC 6 title on the line. Knightdale by 2. Coming up at the end of tonight's game, the U.S. Army Player of the Game presentation. Jay will have that on the floor. Sponsored by our friends at the United States Army. Be all you can be. Knightdale 38, Millbrook 36. Tight contest played within a narrow window, but the Millbrook Wildcats have not yet led in this game, Jay. Trailed by as many as 6, several ties, but they've never nosed ahead. Knightdale basketball up the floor. Still haven't seen Jason Dickerson yet in the second half. He was electric. Ball pried away by Langdon, deflected into the backcourt. Isaiah Green plays it to Williams. And back to Green. Open look, in and out. And the rebound to Bartney. Jacob Lawton, three-pointer made in the opening quarter. Screen from Langdon. Bartney. Herady inside. Olander ball fake. Got a one-on-one action. And the pump fake and the layup from Olander ties the game again for Millbrook.
He's having a big game. His career high this season was 25 against Riverwood. And he may break that tonight.
Yeah, that's 19 now for Olander. Dickerson is ready to check in. Next dead ball. I'll tell you, that was a tough pass to gather in. Looked like Adams was having that slip out of his hands. Still able to make the three. And Knightdale out of the tie again, up by 3.
Adams, big night.
Olander to Bartney. Blocked from behind, kept alive by Knightdale, and Taylor out of there with it. So Millbrook hasn't made some big runs, but when they've drawn even, they have not gotten a stop against the Knightdale offense. Rebound spike down, batted back, and still loose in midcourt. The take away by Isaiah Green. Man, scramble for the basketball, and they will stay with the Knights.
Green averages 4 steals per game, one of the best in the state, and they're showing off his toughness. And Antonio Watson has got to be pleased with the defensive effort his team has shown tonight.
At the high-flying Dickerson returns to the floor for Knightdale. If you weren't with us in the first half, watch his elevation. Adewume is also back in for Knightdale. Dickerson wearing number 1, triggers it in. 41-38 Knightdale. Approaching 2 minutes to play as sent into the corner, out of bounds, clean, left-handed block by Langdon.
Second block for him, and he does so many things other than scoring. Great scorer, easy, fluid, plays great defense, hustles. He can affect the game in other ways, and here he is timing it up, sending it out of bounds.
Again, when you're dribbling with your right hand down that side of the lane against Langdon, I mean, that's right into his wheelhouse as far as a blocked shot where he doesn't have to worry about committing a foul. Adewume, out of Williams. Flashing Sanders, another pump fake, and Sanders bangs one in off glass. 5-point spread again for the Knightdale Knights. And Millbrook cannot get over the hump tonight. Olander fighting his way through, missed a shot, rebound, tap back right to a stumbling Langdon, and he's called for a walk. Big applause on the Knightdale sideline by Antonio Watson. The defense harassing Langdon, now blanketing Olander, making things very challenging for the Wildcats. Knightdale can shoot for its biggest lead of the game right here. And look at their head coach, Antonio Watson, sprinting up and down the sideline. And a turnover, the steal, and Millbrook the other way. The shot no good. And on the floor, foul though. Olander getting it done defensively.
That's how Millbrook has got to get on a run here as it starts on the defensive end. Nice work there with the anticipation jumping in the passing lane.
43-18. Looking for Herady on the inside, not there. Herady open off the right sideline. Kyrie Herady bangs down his first 3 of the game. Quickly the other way, shot swatted straight down. The recovery by Adewume, missed it. It's out of bounds, stays with the Knights. .103 for the third. Green triggers to Adewume, out of the corner, way long. Green though the board, that shot blocked away by Langdon. Here comes Millbrook. They have not led all game. Lawton gives it to Langdon, the floater ties things up. 43 all with 45 seconds left in the third quarter.
Last few possessions on the defensive end. He's gotten 2 blocks, and that's a beautiful shot. Nice arc over the top.
Green cradles it against his hip. Works against Langdon. Takes a peek up in the clock. It's below 30 seconds. Knightdale looks to be content to hold here for the final shot. Stu Williams, fans begin to boo. Knightdale taking the air out of the basketball. Green, a long three, off glass, no. Rebound, Millbrook. Here's Heredia with 4 seconds left. Charges down the paint, rims it, no, but a blocking foul on Knightdale. With 1.5 seconds left in the third, Millbrook to the line for its first lead of the game.
And Millbrook can turn it around, get it up court so quickly. Heredia recognizing, hey, I've got about 2 seconds, gets into the lane, to the line, and now Millbrook really turning it on here the past couple possessions, cutting in this lead.
Tonight's High School Hoops is presented by Air Experts Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. Schedule your $59 tune-up at yourairexperts.com. And the first lead tonight to Millbrook, almost 24 minutes in. And one more free throw for Heredia. That foul was charged against Isaiah Green. And Millbrook by 2. See how eager Knightdale is. A deflected pass and he's kind of hurled down floor, and that will do it. But the final 8 points of the quarter go to Millbrook, and the Wildcats in front for the first time all night. 8 minutes left for a conference title. Millbrook 45, Knightdale 43. One of these teams 8 minutes away from a NAC 6 championship. If Millbrook wins, they win it outright. They've scored the last 8 points and have their first lead of the game as we begin the fourth quarter. 45-43, Wildcats. Hard spin, shot blocked in the lane. Regathered by Olander, missed it. Olander fighting again for it. An interior foul going against Knightdale. And I think they got Brandon Adams.
Foul number 22, Brandon Adams is second.
Number 2 on Adams, non-shooting. Olander into Lang, and lost his footing, just able to exit the pass before he traveled. Only 3 field goals tonight for Langdon. He averages 27 points a game. He has 9, but the Wildcats lead by 2. Double screen for Lawton. Now to Langdon, double team chases him. The throw to the inside, good move there. There's a foul and the bucket from Heredia. Through a couple of double teams on the perimeter, Jay. Looks like the Knights thought the pass was going to the corner, and a break on the baseline, a beautiful feed.
Yeah, movement without the basketball. Great job, Kyrie Heredia. Recognizing Olander out front, goes back door, an excellent pass.
And Heredia into double figures. And the Millbrook Wildcats now lead by 5. That's 11 straight points by the Wildcats. Adams lost it. Steal by Langdon. And he'll pick up the loose ball in the front court and give it off to Lawton. Now Knightdale needs to worry about its composure here. They've been pretty much in control most of the game until the last 4 minutes or so. Driving layup, no foul, and here come the Knightdale Knights.
They need to get Dickerson going.
Yeah, he's screaming for it. There's the big elevation, missed the 3. Rebound on the inside by Adams, and a takeaway. (48-43) Millbrook. Olander feeds inside. One of the few times they get Langdon in on the blocks. And it pays dividends. The foul goes on Taylor of Knightdale.
He got positioned down the low post. Good job from Langdon, just turning around, using his height and power to get to the line.
I mean, they're beginning to get him on the block. I mean, he's been playing the 2 most of the night, despite his 6'7" presence. He's clearly comfortable out there. It's a free throw, double figures for Langdon. The all-time leading scorer for Millbrook. Millbrook has had 3 times in its program lifespan where a player has scored 600 or more points in a single season. Chris Clemens has done it once. Langdon has now done it back-to-back seasons. 50-43, Millbrook. Quick move on the hesitation of Williams. This is the layup, but got fouled. Well, you would like that one back.
Talk about Chris Clemens. You can see his logo on Millbrook's jersey. That's CC right there on top of the last name. Also, it's on the front of the jersey. Great player. Here at Millbrook, Campbell playing right now professionally.
Jaden Williams will get one more. Never too late or too early to start saving for education. One more for Williams at the NC 529 free throw line. Makes a pair. Knights put a tourniquet on that big run by Millbrook. 50-45 Wildcats. Lawton being chased by Williams. And now they get Langdon back on the perimeter. Attacks Taylor. Spins into a double team. Blocked away. Right back to Langdon. To the strong side. Oh, what a finish by Colt Langdon. Knocked to the ground. And the left-handed bank shot good, and the foul.
All right, he's starting to take over. Right now, he's in the zone, goes left, nice spin move. All right, gets blocked. I'm not going to give up. Here he is fighting with the finish.
Taylor collects the foul, and he checks out. 52-45 Millbrook. Langdon now beginning to get loud on the floor with his stuff. 14 points now for Langdon. 8-point spread. Millbrook leading. Williams shuffling around. Nowhere to go. Here's Dickerson in the right corner. Screen off. There's the elevated three, but it was blocked. Rebound batted by Knightdale toward a teammate, but it was taken away by Millbrook. And a fouls. Joshua Bowen got in there right in the way of that volleyball potential pass.
4 blocks for Langdon, 3 in the second half. He's who knocked that ball. There he is. Good job on the defensive end against Dickerson.
Antonio Watson calls a timeout for Knightdale. 5:47 left and momentum. Wearing Wildcat white. 53-45 Millbrook as we play for a NAC 6 title on the last nights of the high school regular season. Coming up at the end of tonight's game, the U.S. Army Player of the Game presentation. United States Army, be all you can be. 53-45, Wildcats leading Knightdale. 5:47 left, fourth quarter. Jay, how did Millbrook come back?
On the defensive end, just excellent work, making it difficult for Knightdale. Then I like how aggressive the Wildcats have been, driving into the paint, getting to the free throw line.
And Joshua Bowen there for the first time tonight, makes the first. One more coming. 54-45, and really out of nowhere, a 6-point deficit has been flipped now into a 9-point lead. Offensive rebound. Tim Pereira had the shot blocked. Right back to Langdon. Blocked again on the inside. 2 blocked by Brandon Adams. Quickly up ahead. Green. And Williams will fire for 3. Rimming in. I tell you what, if Knightdale comes back to look to that sequence, the 2 blocks at one end by Adams, and a favorable rim on the road for Jaden Williams.
And they needed that. A big shot there from Williams to cut in the lead.
54-48, Heredia, hard spin in the baseline. Aaron shot, Dickerson the rebound, plays it up ahead. Green swats down the pass, back to Dickerson, leaps. Makes a pass to his teammate, and the Knights will set up. Big possession here, 5 minutes left.
Dickerson was calling for the ball after he dished it off. He wanted it back.
Williams swirls in, fakes, up top Adams. And now Dickerson. Dickerson drives in. Watch out now! Oh, missed the tomahawk. No foul, despite the plea for Antonio Watson. And there's an offensive foul on Millbrook. Got to go on Langdon on a clear out.
Well, let's go back to that possession from Dickerson. Watch this elevation. He can fly. Quick first step. Clear out the paint. I know he wanted to flush that, but still, that's fun to watch.
6-point deficit. Knightdale basketball, Williams gets it off. Adewumi attacking. Puts up a reverse shot. No, he got knocked over. No foul there either. And Millbrook back the other direction. Langdon and Olander beginning to take over now for Millbrook. Approaching the midway mark of this final quarter. The winner of this one wins the NAC 6. Millbrook's only conference loss came to Knightdale a month ago. Rising, and Bartney in and out. Sanders the rebound. Here's Williams. Now Dickerson, screen from Sanders. Pass underneath, and a foul on Millbrook. And it'll be Sanders to the foul line for Knightdale.
Nice look and quick passes to get the ball down to Sanders. He's out on the perimeter. Read him out of the corner of his eye. And now the clock stops. 2 opportunities from the line.
First free throws of the game for Sanders. One more coming from the NCAA 529 free throw line. Never too late or too early to start saving for education. Tries to make it a 4-point game. It does. So Sanders has 6. He's done his damage on the defensive glass for Knightdale tonight. And now we're going to see a little bit of token pressure in the backcourt applied by Williams against Jacob Lawton. 54-50. Millbrook leads Knightdale by 4. Olander spins to the wing. Now baseline. Shut off there by Sanders. Now Langdon wheels out of the corner and a reset by Millbrook. Goes after Green. Ducks through. Back shot, yes. This is becoming Colt Langdon's quarter in the nick of time for Millbrook. Lead returns to 6 for the Wildcats. Williams goes cross court. A grab and go by Taylor. Hard to the rim, and Taylor beat his man to the rim. Taylor cuts the deficit to 4.
He is so quick from the outside.
And that's a block. And that'll go on Taylor, and I believe he's fouled out. And he is out of the game. Easy call. Officials have been rock solid tonight.
Matt Wolf, Todd Murray, Don Johnson. They've been excellent tonight. Called the game very fair, letting the players play, and got a long relationship with Don Johnson. Does such a great job, and all the officials throughout the state. Don's a great one, and it's been fun for these guys out on the floor as well to watch these players compete.
And there's Matt Wolf. He does a lot of Division II, Division III games in the region. Olander makes a pair. He now leads all scorers tonight with 21 points. Below 3 minutes, 58-52 Millbrook. Williams hesitates, drives in, released it before some contact, and the putback will roll in from Brandon Adams. So a 4-point game, and Antonio Watson wants a little backcourt pressure here, maybe a little trap. Olander and the Wildcats have it in the half court. Baseline pass, Heredia throws through some traffic. Olander got the pass, lean in, protect the basketball and score.
Now, nifty passing there, putting pressure on Knightdale.
Dickerson, yes. How fast was that? His first points of the second half, and a timeout taken by the Knights. It's a 3-point Millbrook lead.
Each side going back and forth, and isn't this what we expected? Based off the first matchup that went down to the wire. What's on the line tonight as far as conference standings, conference championship? Dickerson coming through. He's been so good from the outside. As soon as he caught that ball, he knew it was going in.
I've seen guys jump before. I have not seen many guys jump like Dickerson.
I think he can fly. I think that's the difference there. I mean, his vertical jump allows him to shoot over almost any defender.
2:21 left, and now we'll see what Antonio Watson draws up defensively. We haven't seen a lot of backcourt pressure by the Knights, but we're going to see some here. With 3 defenders in the backcourt, Watson is still positioning them. Heredia will be able to run the baseline. They trigger it in. So we'll see what the Knights do here defensively. The diamond trap in the backcourt. Millbrook trying to figure it out. First time they've seen it all night. They do break it. Langdon the baseline, nearly walks, throws up top. Bartley for three, shorts. Loose ball rebound, ripped out of there by Heredia. And that is a tie-up. That was a quick tie-up call by Don Johnson right there. I don't think Christopher Davis is all that pleased with that. Arrow goes the other way. Knightdale ball.
This ball, good shot from the outside. It's just a scramble. There's Don Johnson coming in to make the call.
I mean, the Knightdale players trying to rip at it, never really had hands on the basketball. That was an issue that Christopher Davis had. One possession game. Dickerson for the tie. Yes! 60-60. Timeout Millbrook. Couldn't figure out the press. Superman is in the house. Jason Dickerson leaping over small buildings in Raleigh. Back-to-back threes to draw Knightdale even.
When he shoots the ball, it's like the whole stands know it's going in. There's just an eruption over there. Antonio Watson, what a job he's done. Year one, he played at Knightdale, and he's got his team rallying from behind to even it up here, and 1:46 left on the clock. This is going to be a great ending.
And I know I said this in the first half, Jay, and I'll say it again, and I have not followed this Knightdale team over the course of the year, so I'm sure there's a reason behind it. But I don't know why Jason Dickerson is not starting and playing more minutes for Knightdale. What do you know about it?
Yeah, he just wants to get into the flow of the game, kind of watch, survey it, and then when he comes in, it's a full sprint. But this has been their plan all throughout the year. You know, he comes in, kind of lets everything unfold, and then he comes in, and it's just instant.
He doesn't bring a spark off the bench. He brings a bonfire off of the bench. And Knightdale has tied things up, 1:46 in regulation. And they're still showing that little diamond press that has befuddled the Wildcats the last two trips up the floor. Green to the top of it. And Millbrook at least taking some time, almost threw it away, deflected, out of bounds to Knightdale. And it's Dickerson who forces the turnover on the redirect off the deflection.
This pressure picking up, and here it is. Nice job with the anticipation with the deflection.
Oh, do you think number one wants the basketball here? Tie game, 1:30 to go.
There's Jacob Lawton, number 10 on Dickerson, down near the baseline. Watch those two go at it.
Williams. They play it around the perimeter, back into the hands of Isaiah Green.
Knightdale spreading the floor out.
75 seconds for a conference title. Tie game, who wants it? Count is on. Jaden Williams puts it on the deck, rejects the screen. Cross court, it comes to Green with 1 minute to play in regulation. Knightdale ball. Dickerson still handling the corner. They go inside. Here's the kick out. Adams for the lead. Oh, net! Brandon Adams. 3 straight threes by Knightdale. Lights up by 3. 50 seconds to go. Langdon. Too long. Offensive rebound. Saved. Millbrook ball. Olander spinning, he's left open, missed a three, and the rebound booted out of bounds off of the right ankle of Adams. Millbrook ball.
One for Millbrook here. You can shoot the three if it's open, of course, but also too, with the closeout of Knightdale on the three-point line, you may have driving opportunities to get to the hoop.
35 seconds left. Millbrook down by 3. 9 straight by Knightdale. Thrown off glass. Olander cuts it at 1. And a Millbrook timeout. 30 seconds left.
He's been great tonight. I mean, how powerful is he in the post going to Elon to play football? Once Millbrook gets the ball into him down low, it's just doesn't matter who's guarding him. If his head fakes, his quickness, spin moves, he's coming away with buckets, and that was a huge one.
Who at the station selected this game for the regular season finale?
This is amazing.
Brilliant. 63-62 Knightdale. Again, we'll set it up. Knightdale under first-year head coach Antonio Watson after 3 straight losing seasons. They had not beaten Millbrook in a dozen years until they beat them a month ago. Now they're on the road with a 1-point lead And if they knock off Millbrook again, they will win the NAC 6 by virtue of the sweep of the season series, because they both would finish 8-2 at the top of the league.
Yeah, what a year Knightdale has had. Christopher Davis, state championship head coach. His team is battle-tested, veteran group. They're built for this moment. They're confident in these spots. What a year they've had, and an opportunity here for both these teams to close out the game.
Now full court pressure applied by Millbrook. What will they do? Down a point. Running baseline is Green. Oh, that was tipped. It's out of bounds. It's off of Knightdale. It's called off of Jaden Williams. And the Wildcat press forces a turnover. And now the plot twist. Millbrook basketball in the front court with a chance to maybe win it here.
Cole Langdon's length there, really making it difficult, and Bartney came in. Good job, those two working together.
And they're putting Langdon on the block here. Olander pulling in, jumps it to Bartney. 20 seconds to go. Wildcats down one. Lawton enters, and Langdon's jersey was held and actually pulled out of his shorts. And it's going to be Isaiah Green with a foul, and Knightdale is over the limit. .15 seconds left. Free throws for Langdon.
Yeah, battling for position. Green trying to front, trying to get in for the steal. And Langdon held him off just enough. Nice job with his base, closing him out in order to get that ball.
Fourth foul on Green. Millbrook down one. First and 2 is swirled in by Langdon. He's 6 of 6 from the line. And he marches about 10 feet off of the foul line toward midcourt. He wants a cleaner results on this one. Trying to give Millbrook the lead. 1 point lead for the Wildcats. 15 ticks to go for the conference title. And a Knightdale timeout. Well defended by the Wildcats after the 2 made free throws. Antonio Watson wants to talk it over. Oh man. Everybody standing, blood pressure boiling. If any game deserves OT, it would be this, but it's only a 1 point game.
We'll see what happens, but this, when you watch this game, you can see these teams are coached at the highest of level. And Antonio Watson, Christopher Davis, having their team in this moment, conference championship on the line. And you're in the huddle, 15 seconds left. This is what you prepare for all season long. And right now, giving the instructions to their teams, making sure they have confidence in this moment, but detailing the game plan here in order to get the victory.
Jay, let's go back to about 5 minutes left in this fourth quarter. There was that sequence we brought up. There was 2 block shots at one end for the Knights when they were down, I believe, by 6 or 8 at the time. Got a couple of blocks and a 3 at the other end. That brought them back within 5. And we said if they come back to win this game, it would be that sequence, because they were wobbling. They were teetering and facing a knockout punch from Millbrook with the second half run.
Yeah, they were on the edge. And then that three-pointer started off. And I'll tell you, when each team has had runs here in the third and fourth quarter, it's been because of the defense first, but then the ability to get hot from the outside beyond the three-point line.
Curious to see what Antonio Watson has drawn up here. First off, he needs to figure out a play to get the ball triggered into his best ball handler. They put Williams and Dickerson in the backcourt. It'll be Isaiah Green to throw it. 15 seconds left. Knightdale ball down 1. Looking, and they get it in. And here comes Jaden Williams into the half court with 10 seconds. Williams whips it across the paint. Sanders, there's the kick out with 7. Off the sideline, Williams with 5 seconds. Behind the back, he's open for the conference championship. Missed it, and Millbrook survives, and they win the next 6. A 64-63 win over Knightdale.
Just amazing ending. Knightdale, it looked good. Falls a little bit short there, and Millbrook coming away here. Excellent defense. As the clock's winding down, this thing, what more could you ask for, Patrick?
Students storm the floor. What more can we ask for? Well, there's a conference tournament that's going to kick off next week. You'd love to see this one again. Millbrook wins the NAC 6, a 1-point win over Knightdale. Trophy presentation coming up next. A spectacular finish to the checkered flag of the NAC 6 regular season. Millbrook wins the conference title, survives a last-second potential buzzer beater, and knocks off Knightdale 64-63. Jay Solnhalter is in the middle of the madness on the court for our trophy presentation. Jay?
Wow, what a game, and we're here with Millbrook, ready to give out some trophies. And first, before we give out the high school hoops trophy, the U.S. Army Be All You Can Be Player of the Game, presented by First Sergeant Joseph Short. The game ball goes to Colt Langdon. Coach, conference champions, you got redemption. What a season, but down to the wire. 15 seconds left, you're in the timeout break. You got a defensive stand to win it.
Yes, sir. We've been really working on our defense, trying to make sure we can get stops, and that was a great stop. The way the guys battled and hung in there and dug in, and everybody was scratching and clawing for the ball. It was what we've been practicing, so I was very happy and very excited to see that.
In this atmosphere tonight, Coach, this atmosphere tonight was amazing. It was fun for us to watch it. How was it for you and your team to play in this environment?
We looked at it as a playoff game. You know, we feel like they're a great team. They really pushed us the first time, and we knew it'd be a battle. But, you know, that's what we're hoping to do is, you know, our season playing against a bunch of really good teams, have us battle tested for events like that, and then be able to do time and score late, for us to play great defense to get the ball back and then a great score. You know, and Colt making free throws late just shows how hard these guys are working. These guys are really putting in a lot of work, for sure.
And Knightdale had so many big shots tonight, momentum shifts in this game, but you guys also had it yourselves. In order to get this victory, what did it take, especially in the fourth quarter?
You got to just have the will. This is the point now, it's playoff time. You know, a situation where after next week's conference tournament, I don't get to coach these seniors again if we lose. So we don't want to lose. We love this team. We want to keep this thing going until the end of March. And we can't do that if we lose a game. So our mentality's got to be that we got to fight no matter what. I don't care how much time's left. We're never quitting because we want to keep these guys playing.
Well, and that refuse to lose mentality has showed up in 21 with your state championship. This year, another great regular season, NAC 6 conference champs. What's it going to take for this team to have a deep playoff run?
We're going to continue to defend, continue to stay healthy. Sickness has been bad lately, so make sure everybody stays well there. The biggest thing is these kids got to believe and keep trusting each other. That's the biggest thing.
Your NAC 6 champs, it's been a pleasure to watch you this season. Look forward to a long playoff run, and here's your high school hoops trophy.
Well, the postseason effectively begins right now for the Millbrook Wildcats. They have defended the NAC 6 title. It's on to the conference tournament next week, and then the playoff run begins. What a magical night for the Millbrook Wildcats. 64-63, your final. Always like to take a moment to thank the wonderful folks at West Shore Home who make these games possible for all of you watching tonight. We'd also like to thank our other great supporters for their contributions to our high school hoops on WRDC Sports. They are Air Experts, Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, NC 529, the U.S. Army, the U.S. Navy, and Tatum and Atkinson. And we also want to thank tonight's participating high schools and their administration for their continued support. Knightdale High, and right here at Millbrook. So join us for the NCHSAA Basketball Championships March 15th and March 16th from Winston-Salem. That will be our next series of broadcasts. So for our entire crew and my partner Jay Solnhalter, Patrick Keene is saying enjoy your weekend, enjoy the beginning of high school basketball playoff action, and we'll see you in March. Good night.
Late